What's up, VW Lifers?
Hello again, everybody. It's VW Life Thursday. We're back. You're back.
It's Thursday? Boy Wonder over there.
Hi.
Was looking on Craigslist and last night and he goes, hey,
There's a 68 bus for sale in our neck of the woods. And, you know, leave no Volkswagen unrescued, as they say.
follow every lead.
That too.
So, we're headed off to the great metropolis of Georgetown to look at a 68 bay window that has very few pictures. So we don't know what kind of conditions in. So you gotta have a game plan. Obviously, number one game plan that's a game changer for us is having D White here, the tow vehicle, and that car hauler behind us. You know what I mean? In the old days, we flat towed. I mean, we flat towed a million of them. This certainly makes things a lot easier and creates the image that you're a lot more of a serious purchaser, which we are, of course. There's a price that the owner's asking, and then we have to have like what we're willing to pay, and then from there we're looking at a 68 bay. So let's think about it. We know where all the rust spots are going to be. What the normal rust is going to be: rusty floorboard. The rockers are probably going to be rusty. You know, we're going to check some like really serious areas. Is it just rotted out behind each fender well, where the outriggers are back in there? We have to think of that too. So
914.
oh, that's that red one. We're gonna have to get in there. Supposedly the motor runs. Beetles and early split buses, motor situation is not a big deal because it's any upright motor, boom boom, you're gone. But you have 68 to 71 buses, a little unique. Gotta have that universal case
On an upright motor.
on an upright motor because of the mustache bar, right? Always something you have to take in consideration. If this motor is just junk, we'll check the end play on it. We'll see.
Oh man, might have found a new TJK HQ.
Might be moving up here to Georgetown.
Georgetown division.
Georgetown, North TJK HQ. Can we help you?
One thing I always like to look for in our video where we talk about things to look for when buying a vintage Volkswagen.
Hey, there's a video about that.
Rust. It's one thing I'm always concerned about. Rust. This thing allegedly has a title. It has at least a case. It's a universal, so usually we can get these things running. Rust is number one. Title's important. That's it for me.
Yeah, and how complete it is.
How complete. If it has an interior or not, that's a big one. If it has Westy interior or not, like just what comes with it. That's about it. How much you make money when you buy it, not when you sell it.
That's it. That's the old Mr. Montgomery adage.
Mr. Montgomery. You make money when you buy it, not when you sell it. It is rusty.
I've seen worse.
I've seen worse too, but not at the entry price for it.
No, not what they're asking for it. And I don't know where they're gonna. I mean,
The cowl,
well, that's normal. But
the front floors are replaced with stop signs. The rockers are gone.
Rockers are gone.
Rear seat, no middle seat.
Yeah, rear seat, both front seats. It's a 68. Came from Competition Motors. Got the original manual. That's kind of cool with the stamps. So all you California guys like that part. It's a famous Volkswagen
OG
store
paint.
out there. It is OG paint.
We
Been
get
sitting in this driveway here for 14 years. All right, it's a 68. Got some sort of trick rear seat that folds into a bed. Motor's free. Spins. It's pretty complete. Just missing a middle seat. Deluxe trims in there. Bus wheels. It's got rust. It's got rust. Everything's, I mean, the doors work all fine. Dash pretty corroded. Decent headliner. Seats. Upper dog legs are fine. Lower dog legs are gone. The floors are totally gone. Nose is really the worst part body wise. It's smashed bad. Cowl's got some rust on it. But it's a 68. It's not terrible. I'm not scared. We'll see what happens next.
20 minutes later.
All right, so we just got it. 68 bus, price negotiated, so that's good. Now we're gonna load it up before it gets too dark. Titles in the mail from Colorado.
Oh, okay.
That works for us. Okay,
Dude, having the keys to this thing, that's a game changer.
Stop. Stop. On the dovetail.
Looking good?
Yeah, you're on the dovetail. One loaded bus. One car about to run me over. How you feeling?
I'm just excited. Here we are again. We're the proud owners of a 68 bus deluxe.
Post ice cream break.
And now I'm all happy because I got a moo bar out of the deal.
Oh, moo bar. We're gonna get back and unload this thing.
It's a 68 bus. We got it at a
Good price.
good price. I'm happy with
We're not
that.
covered in rat poop.
That's always that is a big time. It was an easy extraction. Roll it down the hill. Actually, kind of has brakes. Has a little bit of a tow out problem. It might need a little rust repair.
And you know what? One Volkswagen saved.
That's it. This one's going out into the field of dreams.
Field of misery.
Volkswagen Field of Dreams. Hey everybody, so so the 68 bus we picked up, I want to get we got a little more daylight today. We're going to just kind of go through this thing a little bit because we talked about it, but I want to show y'all some things. Well, it is a little rusty, but first of all, you always want to look at, look at it from a complete standpoint. It's pretty darn complete. Got a pretty decent headliner. I got a nice full rear seat, 2 front seats, of course. I mean, everything's going to need to be recovered, so that's the thing. Complete dash. You saw me I had to put the steering column back together because I don't know why they had disconnected it, so the steering column's back, just kind of in there right now. The big thing is always we talk about is the rust. And then in the repair job here, it's got the old stop sign or something on there with some of the aluminum tape. It seals it up, kind of thing. So it does what it needs to do. It keeps the water from coming in. A couple of things I like of this bus is as we go around it is door's pretty deep. It closes square, that kind of thing. The nose, a lot of these bay windows as we run into, I don't know what happens. People just don't know that. They don't realize they just run into stuff. I don't know if it's running into a deer, another car, or like a dead body. I have no idea what they run into, but this thing has been, and then they did the old, we're gonna try pulling it out trick, with the slide hammer thing, and that just makes it a bigger mess. I don't know, we got that football that we'll stick in there and see if we can pop it out some. That usually works pretty darn good, especially because there's no space to get in there, but the upper cowl on this is pretty typical bay window. As soon you can see where they tried patching it with some silicone, and so it would need to be replaced at some point. Well, let's look over here. We always talk about the dog legs. So the upper dog leg here, look at this. You can see my hand on the other side. That's not a good sign there, right? So you can see rust in here. What happens is it collected dirt all the way down. It's solid here, and then you get the bottom down here. And a lot of times, this is where the front bumper comes back, and you just get dirt stuck in there, and that's what happens. And of course, over here, this has been patched too. Looks like with a stop sign or something like that. So, but it is a deluxe, and the cargo door works. And we'll look in here on the cargo floor. Oh, look at that. It's got some rust neutralizer. You know what? Probably was a little too late. I'm just gonna go out on a limb. Maybe it should have been like 20 years before. So let's look at the cargo floor. It's got a nice cargo mat. Oh boy. All right, bay windows typical right here underneath where the seat mounts. This is pretty typical here because it holds dirt inside there and moisture where the T-bolts go. And then up here where the heater is, this is actually pretty darn good, actually. That's just surface rust there. There's no holes there. That's pretty decent. I want to show y'all something kind of cool. This seat has an old vintage. Turn it into a kind of a Z bed or a camper bed. You see these hinges, it folds into a flat where it's flat with the back hatch area. So that's pretty cool. I need to oil this. You get in here and fix that clean that up, get the gunk out. You're pretty good there. Look at that gasket. I don't even want to think about this. Take a whiff of that. Oof, it's rancid. It smells pretty bad. I love the smell of rotten gas in the morning. All right, typical. Here's this front fender quarter. I don't think I've seen hardly. Look, whoops. Look at this. I need a tetanus. Okay, just like that. I'm getting tetanus just thinking about it. Oh my gosh, that's look at that. That's disgusting. It's just never ending. That is unbelievable. That's a lot of. That's a lot of rust. Well, look at the other side. So a lot of bay windows that people run with just really crummy tires like this. Look at the dry rot on that, and they flat toe them or drive them, and the belts come off and tear the heck out of the inside of the fender well. Look at this one. Shocker, it's perfect. Isn't that that's an amazing thing? Oh, look at that. So this is of course, with a nice little single port. From our understanding, this motor is a pretty fresh rebuild. So we'll have to pull this motor out and see. Always when you're dealing with the bay windows, you got to remember you have to have that universal motor mount, because like we said earlier, you have to have the mustache bar in there. So, but this isn't terrible in here. It's very complete. When you see something that's relatively stock, that means the bus wasn't beat to heck. And it's not bad. Look at the apron, straight. Not bad. Mom, wait a bit. And here we go. There's some Grateful Dead, Jerry Garcia. So that's kind of the. Oh, here's one over here too. That's kind of that goes with all buses. Jerry, my bus was covered in those things. It was crazy. All right, let's look and see what we got in here. Oh my gosh, look. Yeah. So this is very rare on a bay window for the inside fender well not to beat to heck, and this one's not. And actually, it's dry inside there, but there's something in the design that held dirt and moisture inside here in that inside frame rail there, and that's what happens. It's a 68 bus. That makes it what, 54? Is that 54 years old? Is that right? Math? 54 years, yeah, 54 years old. So it's not one more year and it'd be a split. But it has the 68 bay window rear view mirror, that long skinny one. Hey, I want to look at this. Matt Jackson, this is not rain on the windshield. This window is delaminating on the inside with bubbles. So it kind of gives you when you're driving this, you kind of have feel like you're on a Lawrence Welk show or something. So, and that's for you old guys out there.
It's the Lawrence Welk Show.
We're gonna clean it up and get it running and driving, and then it'll be posted up. And that right there is on upside down. There you go, there's the drain hole. So it's for a bus, but they got it on the wrong one. It's just added to the list right now. Martin told me the other day I have 6 years worth of cars to do. And so, well, I need to retire or clone myself. If you know of a good, cheap cloning process, let me know.
If you like what you see, subscribe, leave a comment below.
Tell your aunts, tell your uncles, tell everybody you know about VW Life, because
We do this for the motorcycle community, because that's who we care about, and that's who we work for. The Zelensky from, every time you say it, I think it's Zelensky from Tommy Boy.
I make car parts for the American working man, because that's what I am, and that's who I care about.
That's who I care for, the American working man, because that's what I am, and that's who I care for.
That's right. We do this for you guys, the Volkswagen community, because this is what it's all about. What else are you going to do on the day after Labor Day on a school night? Like I asked Jake earlier, why does this not happen in the summertime? Why does it happen on a school night? Stick with us. This thing is going to be a real beaut one day, Clark.